We also need to make sure that our children's education is not just a theoretical one. And it isn't at the moment. The IB programs are very practically based programs. They're programs which require students to think about the context of their learning. But we really want to make sure they're applied at a new level. So it's very important to us that the learning that is going on, that the curriculum that the students are following, is really applied in real-world contexts.
So we have our school strategic plan, and the trick is to get the technology to drive that plan forward. What's the best way to focus the money and the energy and the time that we spend to get the most out of our technology and our use of technology, I should say. And that's the role of the center. We've put a lot of effort into making everybody comfortable with the technology. They know which buttons to push to make things happen. But now we need to know what's the right time to be pushing this button, so to speak. And that's going to take some research. So we have 3 research projects running next year, one in the junior, one in the middle, and one in the senior school. All of them exploring slightly different avenues of how does technology affect teaching and learning. And maybe not just technology, how does the environment that's coming up around it, what are the demands around that the technology create for us, around social media, for example, around connected learning, for example, or blended learning and so-called flipped learning. What's going to work for us here in our community?
We're going to pick up on an initiative we started this year where we had grade 10s and 11s dropping into universities such as UBC and SFU and Quest. And really trying to develop and foster an internship model where we can try and place students opportunistically into particular programs at university to give them an insight ahead of time into what they might be interested in.
With 21st century skills, one of the main skills that we're working on is thinking, and creative thinking is a big part of that. I find that having the maker space and the new art and design studio integrated is going to be a real symbol within the school of the importance of creativity, and having that place for students to play with their ideas, try things out they're not sure they're going to work, and then they have a place to come and really try them out using actual materials. It's a great antidote to technology. We love technology, but it's nice to have that space to also come and work with your hands and really try to see if your idea is going to work. So to have a dedicated space for that in the heart of the art and design studio is going to be really key.
Performing arts is an area where I think anyone can benefit. So especially in the areas of collaboration and communication. Working in groups and working on a team is something that everyone has to do regardless of their profession or what they choose to do with their life. And I think that through drama group project or through working with a band in a music leap combo or something, any of those experiences translate to real world skills.
Our goal in the next 5 years is, or the coming year for that matter, is how many of us in the junior school are really keen to help our students take their inquiry further. It's not just in the classroom, it's beyond the 4 walls. It's about real world situations that intrigue them, make them interested and passionate about making a difference. Our role as teacher is to, well, how do we plant that seed? How do we provoke them to think about these things? And that comes from, it could be a picture book in K1, it might be something in the news. We need to allow time for students to follow these inquiries and follow their passions that they're interested in. So we're lucky that we recognize this as a need, because it means that as teachers we can schedule for it and allow time to maybe let's go out for a walk around the school. Maybe we need to explore these ideas. So allocating time every week for students is going to be one of our first goals in the coming year. And I also know that a lot of teachers are interested in what their students' passions are alongside the structured inquiry that we have going on in our classrooms. What are you interested in outside of what we're learning in the classroom? Or perhaps you're making a connection with something we are learning in the classroom. Either or, it's all related to student-led inquiry, where they are passionate and interested. We want to increase their engagement and motivation to learn.